Okay, we're working on the 1995 Pontiac Firebird today. The reason we're working on it today is because we still have a miss in the firing and the ignition system. So what we did the other night was opened up the hood while it was dark out, while the engine was running, and we found a arcing plug wire. And of course it's on the hardest plug wire to get to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove the plug wire, build another one because we have some plug wire in stock, and then we're going to go ahead and replace that, and hopefully it'll take care of the mist that's going on with the ignition system on this 1999 Firebird. What we have to do to get to it is remove the alternator, because we did this once already when we did the tune-up and the spark plugs on it, but we weren't able to detect the arcing of the plug wire until just the other night. So we're going to have to go ahead and remove the alternator to get to the plug. The plug is right down here, right behind the alternator. Let's see if you can see it. It's right down there. Can't see it right yet, but we're going to go ahead and remove the alternator because that's the only way we can get to it. And once we get that torn out, then I'll give you a better close-up on what the plug wire looks like and how to remove it and put the new one in. So let's go ahead and get started on it. Okay, we have the plug wire off. This is the plug wire. There's some cracks around there's a big crack right there. I think I did that when I dug it out to try to get it out to do the initial tune-up on it. But this is where the arc was coming from. So we're gonna replace this whole wire. This one right here. So it comes in handy. I mean, it's kind of nice to have a pile of plug wires. There's my pile of plug wires. I got plug wires from old school hot rods to late model fuel injected electronic ignition plug wires. So they're all scraps and parts, but this is what we use to rebuild plug wires and replace plug wires when we have a bad plug wire on the car that we're working on. So we already got this torn down. The alternator's off. There's the plug. You can finally see the plug. That's the one that was arcing. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can find a plug wire that'll match the one that we pulled off. And if we can't find one that size, we're going to go ahead and make one that size. So that's where we're at right now on repairing the arcing plug wire on the 1995 Firebird. Okay, we have the new plug wire built. And we are installing the plug wire now. This plug wire and plug happen to be the #1 plug on this engine. So that must have a lot to do with getting it started in the first place in the morning. It just turns over and turns over. You got to give it gas and stuff like that. So hopefully repairing this plug wire, going to the #1 plug on this V6 engine, will make it start faster and run smoother. So what we've done is we've already started threading it through. This is the new plug wire here. We had to rebuild the end of it on this one. We found a wire that seemed to be in pretty good shape. So we went ahead and we got a new red boot on this one because the other one was cracked. So we're going ahead and we're threading that through now, and we're installing it as we speak. So that's what we're up to right now. It's actually the first one on the bottom of those spark boxes. It even has a little #1 on there. Okay, we have a new plug wire on. We just got done installing it. We put the serpentine belt back on, we got the alternator back on, we got the snorkel back on. So All we have to do now is fire it up and see if it smoothed it out. The orange boot right there in the middle of the scene, that's the new plug wire. The rest of them have black boots. That one's an orange boot because that boot was better than the other one, and that plug wire is better than the other one. So that's the one that has the writing on it. It's a silicone core. It's a 7mm plug wire just like the rest of them. We got our new zip ties on there, keeping them away from the things that may make them rub. So right now we're just topping off the oil, making sure we have enough oil in there to keep everything nice and lubricated. So all we have to do is start it up here in a minute and see what happens.